Ah, yes, welcome back, my friends. Cliff Secord here. I sound like Stewie a little bit from Family Guy. So I use this low budget clip showing the Atari 7800, and it's really crappy. And I think it also disrupted how the footage of the actual games I'm showing in this will look, but oh well. It's a free channel. What are you going to do? But yeah, I decided to pick some 7800 games as I'm just now deciding to explore the library in 2025. Starting off with Xenophobe, a 1987 action-adventure arcade from Bally Midway, published by Atari. You'll visit star bases, moons, ships, and space cities that are infested with aliens, and you will have to kill the aliens before each, wherever you're at, is completely overrun. The screen is split in three horizontally scrolling windows, which was for the arcade, and I think also the Lynx might have had three, but here with the 7800 you only get two. And it also lacks the character selection that you could get in other versions. So you just get this bald, I don't know, I guess we'll call him Picard because it's space. But yeah, you get him. And I guess if you have a friend play, he also gets the same character but a blue shirt. I don't know. But yeah, this is one of my all-time favorites. I do prefer the Lynx one over this. But man, this is just, it's just simple fun, man. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's not going to wow you in any other sense like modern games do today, but this is one to pick up if you can find it, on the cheap. So yeah, clearly I must have missed one of the aliens somewhere. I don't know. So yeah, my ship is gone. I failed. Here's Dig Dug. I love this game, man. I love these type of games. Crater Maze, I think, was another game that's like this that I'm a big fan of. Maybe not Crater Maze. Trying to think. Crystal Mines. That's it. That was also on the Lynx. But this is Dig Dug from 1986, a maze arcade from Namco, published by Atari. You'll dig underground tunnels to attack enemies in each level by either inflating them to where they burst, or you can crush them by leading them underneath the rocks here, which I think I got. Oh no, I missed. But yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, I think Crater Maze is a TurboGrafx 16 game. Sorry, I got it confused. Crystal Mines, that's it. You have like a robot and you're digging underground. Although you can't use a hose like this guy to blow up your enemies. You can use bombs in that game. But yeah, this is fun. This is like a pretty, I don't know, just a good game to pass time with. My selection's not very big in this video. I think I picked only like 9 games because that's really all I have right now. Oh, and if I didn't mention, it's because I bought a 7000 Plus, one of those Atari 7000 Pluses. So one of the games was a pack-in game that came with the system. Here's a Xevious. Yeah, rhymes with devious. This is a 1984 system launch title, actually, for the original 7800. A shmup, if you will, shoot 'em up, from Namco also, and published by Atari. You'll pilot I have no idea how to say this. I think it's Salvalo, the Salvalo Starship. That's right there on the screen. It's basically, as you pilot that, you'll be attacking the Xevious forces before to destroy all of mankind. The Salvalo has 2 weapons at its disposal. You have a zapper here, which you see. And then as they get closer to the targets, you'll have kind of a bomb, which you can bomb the ground installations and enemies. Yep, just like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of shmup style games. This one isn't like as intense as what we're used to. A lot of, especially if you like those bullet hell ones, are just like endless explosions and just danger everywhere. But I mean, for the time, this was a pretty tremendous game. So yeah, here's that pack-in I was talking about. Crystal Quest. It's a 2024 release. A homebrew, I believe. This is a sequel to Crystal Castles. This is an action platformer and a pack-in with the 7800 Plus. Or you can buy this as standalone. I wouldn't. I didn't really care for this game. Bentley Bear here must recover the stolen 5 crystals of life from his nemesis, Berthilda, the witch, who has plunged the world into chaos. The game features power-ups, hidden paths, and a variety of enemies as Bentley braves different realms to complete his quest. I do not like this game. I've tried to play it. I cannot get any further than this level right here. I don't really, I don't know. I don't know if it's the control pad I don't like or what, but this game's annoying. I honestly just don't like it. I've tried. So for people who are watching this and are like, yeah, just keep giving it another try. You'll get there. I won't. I'll never play this game again other than to show you the footage of it. And I'll just leave it at that. So. All right, Miss Pac-Man. Here we go. This is a 1986 arcade maze game, which was developed by General Computer Corporation and published by Midway. And for the first time, actually, not Namco, not a Namco title. So this is actually a sequel to the 1980s game Pac-Man, if you didn't know that. And you know the deal here. I mean, it's pellets, avoid the ghosts, power up, survive. Not too complex. So as you can see here, I die a lot. I will die a lot in a lot of clips I show because I'm just not that great at video games. I just enjoy them. So you'll see a lot of deaths. I don't edit out a lot of the deaths. And you're welcome. You're welcome, viewers at home. Yeah, I don't really the thumb pad on this 7800 plus for the system. I'm not really sure I like it. It slips a lot, and the controls are to me are not. I don't know. It's all they have though. That or you can use the old school joystick one, but I think it only has one button. Most of these games are 2-button games. So here's a Scrapyard Dog. This is another Lynx title I was a big fan of, so I thought I would get it also on a 7800. This is a 1990 platformer, so a little later in the Atari 7800 history. Came from Blue Sky Software and published by Atari. You'll play as Louie here with the huge red, I don't know if he's an alcoholic. He's got quite the nose on him. His dog, though, Scraps, was kidnapped by Mr. Big, and the object of the game is to rescue Scraps across 17 stages, so... Yeah, it's I don't know. I'd like the Lynx one a lot better. I think graphically it actually looks better than this one, but this is fun. This is a good time waster. Yeah, you got these little pellets you can throw to attack when you need them. Most of the time, though, you can pretty much just jump your way across the level. You get to the end, you answer the phone, Mr. Big, he sends you to the next place you need to go. I didn't show too much footage like most clips. I try to keep these videos short, so, but... also cool, too, I didn't mention in the last clip, you can fall down in a dumpster in that little piano area. Like, if you get the keys right, you can get some cash and bonus ups. And then also here, you can knock on these doors. And if the door opens, you can go inside. And also, same thing, you can earn some power-ups and cash, so... Here's Fatal Run. This is another 1990 post-apocalyptic themed vehicular combat game developed by Sculptured Software and published by Atari, where you are tasked with driving an anti-radiation vaccine through a post-apocalyptic wasteland. The game centers around destroying other cars that attempt to stop the player and avoiding obstacles across 32 levels, each which have passwords that will help save your progress. Depending on how quickly each level is finished, a number of onlookers at the end of each level will explode due to the late arrival of the vaccine, so that's kind of funny to watch when you make it to the end. I had no idea why they were blowing up either, but... There's various power-ups that can be collected in each level, including additional weapons, deployable oil slicks, nitro speed boosts, and death crystals, which make the player's car immune to crash damage when colliding with other cars. Money earned in each level can be spent on repairs and upgrades for your vehicle. Or vehicle. Yeah, I finished this level, a couple levels, and then I got to the end, and it shows this like little cinematic scene where, you know, you're driving through this town and like a Fallout-looking town. And all these people that are by you, they'll either explode or they won't. And I was just like, what did I do to make these people blow up? So well, now I know. Yeah, probably not my best clip for this. I kind of went off the road a lot, but you get the idea. All right, here's Ninja Golf. This one, I don't know. It's a mixed bag for people. Some people either like it or they don't. I don't think there's really an in-between, but I like it because I think it's interesting. It's a 1990 release, which combines a beat 'em up with golf here. It's developed by Blue Sky Software, published by Atari. Your ninja player here can play as he hits a golf ball at the beginning of each hole, and then you'll fight enemies in a side-scrolling side here that you see to reach the end, basically the green. And each green is guarded by a fire-breathing dragon boss that you can basically defeat by throwing stars at it. So yeah, it's an interesting take on golf and/or I guess a side-scrolling beat 'em up. Again, a lot of people, most people I talk to, I guess they just don't like this game or they think it's dumb, I guess. But I don't know. Here we go. I'm putting, as it were. All right, and then I've saved the best for last, in my opinion. This is Choplifter, a 1988 military-themed scrolling shooter, originally developed by Dan Gorlin and published by Atari. You assume the role of a combat helicopter pilot. Your objective here is rescue hostages that are held in barracks within a territory controlled by the evil Bungling Empire. Then you must collect the hostages, safely transport them to the nearby U.S. Postal Service building, because that makes sense. All while fending off hostile tanks and other enemy combatants. The helicopter can face three directions, left, right, or forward. Facing the player, it can shoot at enemies in any of these directions and need not fly in the same direction it is facing. Forward-facing mode is primarily used to shoot these tanks here, that you can see, and the player must be cautious to protect the hostages from enemy fire and avoid hitting them with friendly fire. Also, you can land on them, so don't land on them. I've learned that too. You can kill them by landing on them. But yeah, dude, this is one of my favorite games of all time. I will play any iteration of this, so I was glad to add it to the 7800 library. If you didn't know, I think the Super Nintendo one, I think, is one of my favorites. There's a really good version on the Super Nintendo. But you can't go wrong with any Choplifter, in my opinion. I just set a record too last night. I played this last night, and I rescued 54 hostages before I finally ran out of lives. So that was pretty awesome. And folks, well, if you made it to the end, like always, thank you. We'll see you on a next video, which I don't know what that is. Until then, take care.